get a mirror. Oh god, nearly knocked over a candle there. Very nice, very nice. Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be reviewing the new foundation from Gosh. So this is their Dextreme foundation, full coverage, and it is full coverage, I can confirm. So I've been testing this for like, not constantly, I haven't been wearing it every single day, but I've been testing it on and off for about 4 weeks or so, and it reminds me a lot of the Beauty Blender Bounce foundation in that it's almost like a lightweight whipped sort of texture, and obviously I'm going to show you it on my face blended out so you can see it applied. And I do have normal skin anyway, so I don't really find foundations cling, like I don't find that they, what's my main problem with foundation? Maybe like it lasting throughout the day. That's the main thing that I find doesn't really work for me. Like I sneeze so much. I feel like I just walk outside and I'll sneeze, or my eyes will stream, or my nose will like run. Sexy. But yeah, specifically foundation around my nose, around my eyes, it just seems to like wear it. My face just eats it up. And I find with this one, that doesn't happen. I'm swatching it alongside the Beauty Blender Bounce, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm getting up to here. I've got the shade 1.40 in the Beauty Blender, and I've got the shade Ivory in the Extreme foundation. I don't know how to say it, Extreme, Dextreme. I'll show you on a cutaway as well so I can get it in a different light. Dextreme one is slightly more matte, but like ever so slightly. It's still only a semi-matte, but they both set down, and they both just have, they have a lot of pigment for not a lot of product. Like you only need a little bit to get quite a lot of coverage, which I love because it means you can use less, the product's going to last longer, but also I find the less you use with makeup, the more natural it looks. So even if you're going to get a full coverage foundation and you want a full coverage, the less you use, the more natural it's going to be. Like when I think back to when people, I don't know if they still do, but you know, like the big beauty YouTubers, when they pump like 4 pumps of foundation and they like cake it on layers and layers with the Beauty Blender, like in real life, that's gonna break down really, really quickly. I know you didn't come here for information on how to make your makeup last, but less is definitely more. That's something that I've had to learn. And you can still have like a full-on face of makeup, like, you know, heavy eye makeup and like a really bold lip, and have a really, really full coverage, but just go in with little product first and then build up from there if you need to. But yeah, so I'm gonna put this on my face now. I'm gonna start with one pump. This is how I apply all of my foundations. Apply it with my fingers and then either rub it in with my fingers or I'll blend it in with a sponge, and this has been run under the tap, hence why it looks so spongy and bouncy and bodacious. That's the word I was looking for. Also, I don't have any primer on, but I've just had a bit of moisturiser on from earlier. Oh, I've actually put quite a lot on after giving you all that spiel about less is more. Yeah, I had a moisturiser on earlier, but I wanted to put it on without primer so you can see how it works. So the pros of this foundation, it's got a really lovely natural finish. It's like a satin matte sort of finish to the skin, which I personally really, really like. You can make it more matte by setting it down with a powder, or if you like, it's not dewy, but it's still got life to it. You know, it's not flat and matte. It's also vegan, perfume free, Gosh is cruelty free. It retails for £9.99. You can get it in drugstores like Superdrug and Boots, and probably online as well. And I do think this would last quite a long time in terms of the actual bottle, because I did my entire face with just one pump, and it's given me a really, really nice full coverage. I find it, it wears well throughout the day, and it is, like I say, a similar formula to the Beauty Blender. I think I prefer the Beauty Blender like ever so slightly. And why is that so? I don't know. I just think that maybe the Beauty Blender, I don't know why I prefer it. I can't put my finger on why I prefer the Beauty Blender a tiny bit more, but I still think they're both really good. And if you don't want to fork out however much this costs, like 20 quid or possibly more, I recommend this Gosh one. I think it is really good. It's also long lasting throughout the day. It lasts a long time, same as the Beauty Blender one. I don't have particularly oily skin, but I walk to work and I do get really sweaty, just, you know, girly things, but it has been really warm in the UK, and I have been wearing this throughout the sort of hot weather period, and it lasts really well on me. Makeup does break down on me, especially like green makeup brands, they do break down a lot on my skin, so this isn't a green or eco makeup brand. But speaking of eco, I did want to mention that this packaging is made up of 10 plastic bags, so 40% of this is ocean waste plastic, which is this kind of marketing thing I am a little bit dubious about. Like, it, on one side of the argument, obviously it's better, maybe I should finish my makeup. On the one hand, obviously it's better that brands do something, you know, collect ocean plastic and use that to make a product. Like, that's better than using virgin polymers, you know, like making virgin polymers from oil. But I also think like it's kind of like a short term, not even solution, it's like a short term fix, because this is now a combination of loads of different plastics, so I'm guessing this is not recyclable, so this will end up in the bin, which might end up in the ocean, you know? So I would prefer, I think it's a good idea and I think it's a good marketing sort of stance on things, but I would prefer for brands to change their packaging from plastic than use ocean waste plastic. That's just how I personally feel. However, I do encourage like any small steps like that, like maybe if they see people buying this and, you know, posting on social media saying, oh, I love that this is made with ocean waste plastic, maybe they will invest more of their time into looking into alternative packaging options. But yeah, I just thought you might be interested that there's 10 plastic bags from the ocean to make this foundation package. So depending on where you stand on that, then that might be a pro as well. The cons of this foundation, I have to say that the shade range they've sent me anyway, I don't know if that's the full shade range. It says that it only comes in 4 colours on here, so I'm guessing that it only comes in 4 colours. And the 4 colours, this is the lightest one, 002, and then it goes 004, 006, 008, and 008 looks a golden tan shade, but it doesn't look medium, and it does not look deep or dark at all. Shade range rubbish. I don't know why have they done that? I don't get it. Why do brands do it? Surely you want to open up your market to everybody, every different skin colour and skin tone. I just don't get it, and I understand. See, this is what's interesting. When I went to an immersion session with Superdrug, somebody asked like, why is your shade range, why are drugstore shade ranges abysmal? And they said like, well, there's only so much space on the stand, so they can only pick, they have to like prioritise because they can't have every single skin tone out on display, which I understand. Like a reasonable mind would say like, right, you've got a certain amount of space, you can't have every single colour under the sun, like 500 shades of every single person's skin colour, undertone, all this jazz, but you can have an adequate range. Like you can have an equal amount of dark shades as you do to light shades. If you only have 8 slots in the stand, then have 4 for deeper skin tone people. No, okay, you've got to split it into 3 really. Deeper skin toned, 3 for deeper skin tone people, 3 medium and 2 lighter shades. Like, speaking from experience, I can fit, as long as the undertone is neutral to yellow, I can fit, you know, from light to really, really pale, and I can make it work for me. So I feel like there is already so much catering to a lighter skin tone that why not be that brand? I just don't get it. It's such a business opportunity and I don't understand it. I don't get it. I think the product is amazing and I think the shade range is really bad, and that is where I'm going to leave this video. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did then let me know. And if you want to see any other products demoed, I've just done in the same kind of sit down time, I've just done a review of the Lily Lolo mascara, which I'm absolutely obsessed with, so I'll link that if you're interested as well. But let me know, I do actually quite enjoy focusing on one product and really, really breaking it down. So if you want to see any other reviews on anything I've shown on my channel, then let me know and I might do it. And maybe subscribe if you're new to my channel, and hopefully I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!